Welcome to today's Daily Report Market Analysis videos with me, Richard Perry, Market Analyst at Hantec on Friday the 18th of October. We have a deal, potentially have a deal between the EU and the UK on the UK's Brexit. However, the big stumbling block is still ahead. Now that lies in the UK Parliament, and what we've seen is a sharp rebound in sterling, which has just begun to stall. It's been a bit volatile again today. It was quite significantly lower early morning in the Asian session. It's rebounded a little bit, basically now just a shade lower on the day. But I think the market could be very cautious, and that caution I think is pretty much reflected across majors actually at the moment. Euro dead flat on the day, as is the yen. Sterling, as we speak, turns dead flat on the day. So markets are really uncertain as to exactly how to read this Brexit deal today, because tomorrow you've got the Parliament in the UK that debates and votes on that deal, and how that vote turns out is on a knife edge in terms of the numbers, but also could have crucial implications going forward for exactly what happens to the UK in this Brexit scenario. So subsequently markets are really uncertain, and you can see that through Forex and equities as well. Basically flat across Forex, flat across equities. Commodities are a shade lower on gold, but nothing really doing there. You've got the oil price, which is basically mixed, basically flat on the day. And little real reaction. You've got a shade of reaction in China, or to the Chinese growth data overnight, which was a little bit disappointing actually. You've got the quarterly growth which came in, the year-on-year growth which came in for China at 6%. Now that was below 6.1%, and that's 27-year low. Last quarter in Q2 was 6.2%. So China continues to slow down, and exactly how China responds to that slowdown, with potential for further stimulus, maybe measures to mitigate that slowdown, could well be seen. But at the moment, markets are a little bit mixed with regards to not only the Brexit but also this Chinese data. So we're not really seeing any real direction today at the moment. We haven't really got any other key data points today of note, and into the afternoon we're looking out for a few Fed speakers. We've got Esther George, who is a all-out hawk. You've got Richard Clarida, who sits sort of around the tipping point of the Fed, a little bit of it on the dove side, and then aside from that you've got Mark Carney of the Bank of England giving his ideas at 6:45 UK time. So that takes me to my chart of the day, which is a very interesting chart, and that is of sterling yen. Now, what we've seen is this is the biggest running currency pair in the majors, and we've seen a sharp move higher, 1,100 pips to yesterday's high we saw from the low of last week. So a massive run higher, very stretched clearly, and it's run through a lot of key resistance areas. However, it is stretched, and as I said, the market I think is going to be fairly mixed today. It's had an initial move to the downside, but it's rebounded around 70-80 pips from the low now. But I think it's going to be more of a consolidation play today. I think the market will be unlikely. Well, you've got this basis of support around the 23.6% fib level of 138.85 area, which was broadly yesterday's low, before ticking back higher again. But the key level I think would be a breakdown of that, and I think you're going to see the key moves on sterling yen on Monday. 50% fib level is the level that I'd be looking out for on how the market responds to any failure of this deal in UK Parliament. If the deal does not pass, and opens the prospect of requesting of requesting of an extension, then I think you could see sterling falling away again. 35.50 was a breakout pivot recently, and also the 50% fib level around there of the rally. So I think that is a fairly strong level that you could see the market back to on Monday in that environment. But for now we're consolidating, but I think it's going to be a key move that we see on Monday. Look at the hourly chart though. Technically, that uptrend is intact. So you could play that uptrend today. You could also see the 55-day moving average being a strong basis of support as well. You've got positive configuration across momentum as well. 45 on the hourly RSI, a basis of support in recent days. MACD line staying above neutral. So this is still a positive outlook, and the early slip back today hasn't really sort of dragged any sort of corrective move through this market. So the bulls are hanging on and seemingly reasonably positive into this political upheaval potentially tomorrow. So I think we're going to see a lot of action on this pair, certainly on Monday, but in front of that, it looks okay at the moment. So with that in mind, I wish you good luck in your trading today. I wish you good luck, and you can subscribe to our analysis videos on YouTube by clicking here, but also go to our website where you can sign up for our webinars.